Brother gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
March is where we level up. Tuesdays and Thursdays, live at 5 p.m. Pacific. Ash Knows Travel.
Let's go.
Get ready to log in and change the travel industry. Welcome to Ash Knows Travel. The future of travel has arrived. Let's get started.
Let's go. I wake up to
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is called How to Make AI Travel Commercials, and I'm going to do it step by step, and we're going to be using AI. Now, of course, you could use whatever AI tool that you prefer, but tonight I'm going to be teaching on Sora, okay? We're going to be creating stunning travel ads using AI without filming anything, okay? If you know me, I love my AI and I hate filming stuff. If you actually really have watched my channel, okay, and if you've been here from the beginning, you already know I did not even turn my camera on, okay? I used to not do this at all, okay? That's how much I hate showing my face. So this is one of my specialties. I love everything AI, and I'm very good at making those commercials. Yeah, I mean, what you guys just saw, that was an AI commercial. That is not me. I actually took me with that photo right there, and I put me into a video. And so I'm going to be showing you guys just different things that you can do, okay? Now, with that, I'm also going to show you exactly how to create those eye-catching promotional videos. And as well, I'm going to show it to you without needing all of the expertise, okay? So if you are new to AI, I'm going to break it down as easy as I can so you can get used to using it. Now, with that, okay, I do want to know if you guys are here. So go ahead, if you are live, go ahead and comment hello in the chat so that I know that you are with me. And if you happen to be watching this on a replay, I still want to know that you're here. So go ahead and comment replay for me so that I know that you stopped by. Yes? And of course, before we get started tonight, I always like to show you guys what I'm doing throughout the month. So today we're doing how to make your own AI commercials. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be covering 4 systems that every travel advisor needs to scale. So I'm going to be talking about Digital Command Center. I'm going to be going over my 3-post system that I use. I'm going to be over a lot of good systems, okay? And I'm going to be giving them out while I'm going through them. So make sure you attend that one. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be doing a Bax Vacation Access. I'm going to be doing a full walkthrough. I'm going to talk about the different ways you guys can book in there, the different stuff you can book. I'm going to talk about how to get the rewards program. I'm going to go over everything, okay? So make sure you guys hop on next week so you guys can see those trainings as well. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So why am I teaching you guys this? Well, short video commercials are one of the fastest ways to market travel today. I can tell you, as somebody who goes viral on TikTok repeatedly, it is the fastest way that you guys can start getting new clientele and new reach for different clients, yes? But instead of posting only photos, you can also create a cinematic travel ad in seconds. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that tonight. Now, when it comes to these travel ads, you can use them in Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You can even use them as banners on your websites and awesome group trip promotions, okay? These are just some ideas. And with that, you don't need a camera. You don't need any editing skills. Honestly, that's pretty easy. I'm going to actually show you the commercial I made in the beginning. I'm going to show you how I put it all together, okay? And all we really have to do is just a lot of chat GPT in, and AI is going to create the visuals for us, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how I make the AI commercials for myself. Does not mean that is the only way you can make them. Okay, you guys can use whatever tools you want. You might have an easier way to do it, but this is how I make it, so I know it's like accurate, etc. Now tonight I'm not going to be going into how to like perfect it. Okay, I have a training called How to Make Your AI Twin. Now if you're looking to do the commercials with your face in it and you want it to look like you, etc., that's going to need a lot more details. Okay, so you would have to go and kind of perfect it as you make it with ChatGPT. Tonight I'm going to be doing like the actual commercial part, so we're going to kind of skip over the perfection and just how to like really make the commercials when I'm going to get into it. Okay, so if you want to learn how to make your own AI twin, like that lady that I have here, if you want to learn how to make one of those, then you would have to find out on that training there. All right, so tonight we are going to be doing the entire like walkthrough. I'm going to talk about how you can take a simple idea, turn it into a commercial. I'm going to talk about how to write the prompt, how to generate the video, and I'm going to tell you how to make the full commercial, because a lot of the tools only make them for like 8 seconds. So I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm going to talk about how to use these videos and market them in travel. Okay. And we're going to also make one ourselves. Yes. So let's go ahead and get started. Step 1. The first part of it is starting with a simple commercial idea. So before creating the video and before putting it into the prompt, do not put any of this into your AI video maker, because you want to talk to ChatGPT first to get it correct. A lot of the times when it comes to AI video generations, guys, it takes a lot of energy to burn, okay? I want to be environmentally cautious here, okay? Using AI in general takes a lot of energy to burn, and it kind of hurts the planet. So don't go out there and just start dropping random things in there and making prompts and then like making videos, okay? Before you ever make it to Sora or any AI video generator that you choose to use, make sure you have the full prompt made and detailed. And of course, you have to make it a few times. Yeah, that's fine. But you need to basically have everything decided before you get there, okay? So some examples of some commercials if you guys want to make one. Of course, base it off of your niche, but a luxury beach resort, a cruise vacation, a bucket list destination, a honeymoon getaway, a group trip promotion, any of these, okay? And how I want you to think of it is like a real commercial. I'm talking like Expedia, like kind of commercial, okay? It's a real advertisement. And I want you to think of it, and when you're making the destination choice, is to have somebody see it and say, "Ooh, I want to go there. I want to book with them. What is this? What are they talking about?" Right? That is the type of commercials that I like to make, and I have a lot of fun doing them. Okay, I get to use them a lot on my Facebook. I use them more there than I do TikTok, because you guys have to be very careful about using AI on TikTok. It can flag you. So if you do choose to upload these to TikTok, make sure you generate it and mark it as this is AI generated media, so you don't get flagged. Okay. If you guys seem to have a lot of problems with it, where it's kind of like getting flagged or it's going under review, I like to slap it into Canva and then edit it a bunch. I'll show you that tonight. Or slap it into CapCut and edit it a bunch and then upload it, so it doesn't kind of catch it automatically as AI, because it's edited and then uploaded. Okay, so those are some first tips there. But before we get to all of that, first we got to come up with the commercial idea. Now, I already have an example to put into Sora for you guys tonight, but what I want you guys to think of when you're doing this, please don't just make a random travel commercial, okay? If you're trying to do a promotion for your like brand, that would be okay to do a random travel commercial. But when you're making these to get the best results for the simple commercial idea, base it off your niche. Base it off your niche. And like for me, so I do adults only resorts, right? And y'all know I like to do the freaky ones. So I would probably do a commercial like example. I have one in Sora where it's like you booked a trip and you told them that you were going with your family, and then you end up on your little private beach alone at the adults only resorts. Like something like that works because it's like something they can relate to, and it's also something that I do. So something like that can kind of help you in the sales, like coming up with something that's going to kind of perfect you as a travel advisor on why they should book with you is how I would suggest starting that simple commercial idea. Okay. Step 2, describe the scene clearly. You are going to have to talk to ChatGPT a lot for this, but when you are making your video in AI, the best way to come up with the prompt, like the way you want it to really look, is you have to describe exactly what you want. And not only what you want, but you need to describe the environment. You need to describe, if you want to put yourself in there, you have to tell it how to put yourself in there. You have to tell it how to style you. You have to tell it how to position you. Like, there's a lot that you have to put in there, okay? Now, ChatGPT will do most of it, but every time I make a prompt with ChatGPT, I like to kind of go back and like reread it and then add stuff to it, okay? So when you are describing this, when you're setting up the scene, think about the location, the atmosphere, the lighting, the types of travelers, the feeling of that vacation. And here's an example. Tropical beach resort with turquoise water, palm trees, it's all here, right? And guests relaxing by the infinity pool. There it is. That's exactly what that prompt is, yeah? The more detail you give it, the better results you will get, okay? Now, that does not mean to go and make a very long prompt. If you get it to where ChatGPT is giving you a mile-long prompt, too much information to AI will overload it. So what I do is create the whole prompt. I tell ChatGPT, we fix it, we alter it, we get it set up, and then after it's done, I go in there and I say, okay, this is too much for Sora. I need you to simplify it, and it will bring it down to me where it will fit inside of it, okay? But the more detail you give, like if you make a video and you notice like something's wrong with it, you need to go back and fix a certain detail and remake it, all right? That is step 2. Now, step 3, you either need to add a voice or add a message to it. It can't just be a video. So commercials, they normally have some type of narration at some point, right? Your prompt can include what the commercial should say. And my commercial that we're making tonight will have that. But an example message, you want to have a hook in it, especially in the beginning. And I think I talk about that in step 4, yeah? All right. No, I don't talk about that. Let me see. Do I talk about that? No. All right, I'm going to cover it here then. So basically what I wanted to talk about is when inside the voice or the message, you need to have it set up just like a post. So it needs to have a hook. It needs to have some type of description. The description can be visual. It doesn't have to be like literally a description, and then have some kind of call to action at the end to kind of close it. Same thing like a post, it needs to be in the video, okay? So this hook here, imagine waking up to turquoise water and warm ocean breezes. That is a hook, right? That automatically makes you want to go, oh, what? Where are we waking up to, right? The commercial needs to feel more real and engaging. It can't just be a video of travel. It has to have some kind of like goal to it. And a lot of you guys, when you make Sora videos, I love you guys, okay? But you guys are out here just making random Sora videos. Those are great, but if you want to actually make income off of them, make sure that they are niche-based, make sure they have a beginning and an ending, and make sure they have some kind of purpose. Like, what is the purpose of this commercial? What do you want me to do with this commercial, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something about the voice. A lot of the times, I let Sora make the voice, and you can tell Sora, I'll show you in there, how to make it sound like you, but it can sound like whoever. I don't care who it sounds like, right? If I don't do a voice, I will do text on the screen and I will do music on it. Normally when I do a voice, I do always add music behind the voice so it's not like weird, like just like random sound. Commercials normally have music, right? So in Canva, I will go like behind it very like low and just add like some music in the background, or whatever app you're using. Go in there and just add a sound and just add it real low so it's not just like static, okay? But it has to have some type of narration, some type of guide, talking or message or something on it, all right? That is step 3. Now, step 4 is breaking it into multiple clips. Now, this is a secret that a lot of you guys don't know. How do I make a full commercial when it's only 10 seconds long, right? That's the normal question I get. How can I get Sora to make longer videos? You can't. You can't. They really are meant to create short clips. But instead of trying to make one long video, why don't we just create multiple short clips? Have you ever thought of that? How many of you guys do that? Does anybody do that here? I'm going to take a break. Hold on. Got my Dunkins for tonight. Had to get that. So create multiple short clips. This is one of the biggest secrets that you guys don't know about me. In that commercial that you guys saw in the beginning, those were 4 short videos that I combined. And some of them are old videos that I used from last month, and I threw them in there too. So take that, and how I do it is inside Canva, and I can show you guys that now. but I combine them into a full commercial. Sometimes I will throw things in there from Canva. Some of it's not all Sora, but to give you a rough idea of how I like to do it, example structure can be like a resort reveal. The clip 2 is the same kind of resort reveal. Then we're going to switch the scene. Now we're at a pool or a beach. And then we're going to switch another scene and we're going to make a sunset or a couple walking. And then boom, final message or call to action. So when we combine them together, it becomes a full commercial, right? But even full commercials are not shot all at once. A lot of the times they're broken up scenes too. Think of it like that, okay? Now I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to this, you have to be careful about the voice. If the voice is like different on all the Sora videos, it's going to be obvious, right? If that happens, I just cut it all out and do a voiceover, or I'll do an AI voice. I'll like pan it over where it sounds the same. You can do that inside CapCut. You can do that inside Canva, but just note that you have to be careful about the voices, okay? So let's go into Canva real quick. I'm going to show you guys my AI commercial. Man, I'm losing my voice. I think I've talked too much. I've got 3 presentations this week and 2 trainings, so I'm going to lose my voice, okay? It's Thursday. The voice is gone. 1 second. I've got so much stuff. I do too much. I be doing everything. That's what I say. I do everything. Oh, March commercial. Hello. Oh, this is my actual commercial. This is okay. This works. Yeah. All right. Share tab. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside Canva. I do it as a TikTok video, so it's long up and down. And then here's the first part, but let me make sure the volume. Yeah, that's what I thought. How am I gonna turn this volume down? It's gonna be so loud. I'm so sorry. All right, let's just go. Okay, you guys already know that. I'm not gonna play it again. Boom, right? So this is the video. The video's voice sounded absolutely horrible. Here's my voiceover. And then there's corporate advertising music. This is approved. This is like allowed on like YouTube, TikTok, etc. Copyright is, you see how it says no copyright music? Very important. This is so important, and especially for like me, okay? If I mess up this, I have to pay the company. Like there was one time I did a commercial like this and it had some funky music on it. And I was like, oh, it sounds great. Let's go. It ended up taking my copyright and then giving it to the person that did the music. And I took that video down because I'm not about to pay another company. So make sure that it's no copyright music. Now, I get a lot of my music from YouTube because I'm a creator. They give me a platform for music that I can take. If you don't have those kind of rights, try to find like no copyright music that you can download. Or if you're in here and you're using the music in here, because I do, make sure it's no copyright. Like I will put like no copyright. See how it says like that? And it will put in here that it has no copyright. But I try to find it to where it actually will say no copyright on it. But that's just like literally copyright free right. There we go. See, no copyright music. This is fine. You can easily use this. That was loud. I don't know what that was. Okay, then I slapped in a black screen to separate it, and all of my stuff lasts about 5 seconds. I like to last them a little bit longer. But that black screen actually has my flyer above it, and I'm just slapping them in here. When I'm building this, guys, this is how it looks. I just put this in here, drag that in there, etc. Okay? Here's another Sora video of some random coffee, my Sora video of myself, another sort of video of me writing something down, and then boom, another commercial. Okay, the voiceover sucked in this commercial too, so I had to record my voice in it. Here I am. Hello. And then I have music. The music stops right here because the video slides in and then it starts back over. And then I have my logo at the end and my YouTube. Okay, and it also ends like this. So I actually let me show you something. Okay, so you notice the flyer's in here twice. It's here and then here. The reason why is that when this video ends, I want it to end showing my flyer. So that's how I did it, okay? So this is an example of how I combine them all together. I do this with a lot of my commercials because you guys can repurpose content. Like this was from my commercial last month for February. So I just recombined it and I just slid it in there because I just think this looks so nice. So that's Sora, okay? So I just slid her in there. And then right here too. And you can tell it's Sora because look, there's a little Sora sign. So you'll always see the Sora populates everywhere. When I have an issue with the Sora going everywhere, I just crop it in like this. I just zoom in. so nobody can see it. And then I'll use a clip without the Sora, cut it, use the other clip where the Sora is not showing again. Yeah? Okay. It's a little complicated, but the reason I want to show you guys this is because I don't think you guys realize that you already have the tools to do it, right? Like, did you guys know that Canva does this? Okay, comment in the chat for me. I don't think a lot of you know that, but I did all of this inside Canva. I built my little Sora videos. I took this lady from the flyer. I screenshotted her from my flyer, this flyer to be exact. Yeah, here she is. She's stepping out of the flyer, and I literally told it, step out of the flyer. Okay, now she's talking. That slides into the flyer, and then boom. And now I use this. This is my actual photo. Yeah, my photo. So then I told my photo basically to come alive, right? So I just want you guys to understand how easy it is. I mean, I know it takes time to learn, but you all have the capability of doing this. Just play around with it. Your first few ones, like the ones I used to make back in the day, probably are not even remotely that pretty. Like, oh, let's see. See how far we can go into this one. Ooh, here's one. This is one that I use for team building. This is a mixture of videos. You can see the little Sora on the bottom there. I would just zoom in. But this is start your own booking. You have your own booking platform, 80% commission payout, full training and support, vendor access, a 70-year plus host agency, travel perks, and the best part, right? Okay, this is a whole video. Sora made this whole thing for me. Then I come over here and slapped it over to another video. And now they're on the computer. I just put words over it, call to action, close. So there's the hook, start a real travel business for $49? What? That's crazy. Oh, crap, I'm not showing you. All right, let me show you this one real quick. All right, watch this one. So here's a team building commercial, okay? So start a travel business for $49. What? That's crazy. There's your hook, okay? Sora made this whole thing, and you'll see it. Your own booking platform, 80% commission payout, full training and support. There it is, vendor access, tells you everything it comes with. Travel perks. Wow, she's amazed. Thank you. And the best part is you make it back. You make your investment back in just one booking. Oh, that's a red flag. I probably didn't even use this. All right, become a travel agent for $49. There's your call to action info now, okay? That is how I made that commercial. And then look, there's music at the bottom of it. Yeah, that's all I did. That's an AI commercial. Or this is Sora here and then Sora here. There's two commercials I put together. That's it, okay? So now we're going to get into the further details of it, but I just want to show you guys how to combine them so you guys know that you don't have to just rely on like one clip, okay? Because a lot of us make one and we're like, oh, that's great, but you want to have an ending to that video, right? Make your own ending. Just make another video and just slap it in there and put it all together. All right. So how do you guys feel about this so far? This is pretty cool, right? This should definitely make it a lot easier for you guys to do content. That's always my goal. If I can make it to where you guys have easier ways to do content, to do marketing, and it helps you guys get bookings, then I'm all here for it. Okay. Take something from this and just use it. I know this is a lot, and I know it's probably a little overwhelming for people who aren't in the AI world, okay? But I just want you to try it, okay? Just try to make one of the commercials, and you'll see how fun it is. And then you're going to talk to me a few days later and be like, oh my God, girl, I made like 16 videos. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. Once you get into like the Sora field, you end up making a lot of them because they're exciting, right? But I just want you to be able to just take whatever small part here and find some way to just incorporate it into your business to make it just a little bit easier. That's my goal. All right. So with that, let's do our own AI commercial, shall we? So we're going to create a real commercial using AI. I'm going to paste the prompt into Sora and just let the AI generate its video. I want you guys, when I'm doing this, I want you to watch how that prompt, and I'm going to show it to you, how it describes the destination, the atmosphere, and the message inside of it, okay? And this is how you guide AI to create those strong marketing visuals that we want. So here is the prompt. This is just an example AI prompt. It's not something that like it's going to be I share on my social media, okay? It's just like the backbone of it, all right? So my Sora allows me to do 15-second travel commercials, okay? Or commercials in general. Some of you guys might not have access to 15. Some of you might have 10. So it just depends on your access, okay? But it says here for the prompt, create a cinematic, always cinematic, because it's like a theater, cinematic, 15-second travel commercial for a luxury tropical beach resort. The scene, we had to set the scene. A beautiful oceanfront resort with turquoise water, white sand beaches, palm trees, moving in with the breeze, and guests are relaxing by an infinity pool overlooking the ocean. The camera slowly moves forward, revealing the resort and the ocean view during the bright tropical day. The lighting should be warm, vibrant, and tropical. The video should feel like a professional vacation advertisement. Include a friendly narrator voice saying, "Imagine waking up to turquoise water, warm ocean beaches, and a resort designed for pure relaxation. Days by the pools, sunset over the ocean, and unforgettable memories. Ready for your Ready for your escape? Let's plan your trip." Now, I'm going to tell you something. AI is not going to say all of that. It's going to probably make its own little prompt. If I really wanted it to say that exact thing, I'm going to have to tell it, say this exactly, okay? The tone should feel relaxing, inspiring, and like a luxury real travel commercial. All right, so we got the prompt. Let's go into Sora. Here is Sora. I love Sora. Sora is great. You can do a lot of amazing things with it, okay? I'll give you a brief rundown for Sora. If you want to include yourself and make, you see how he's over here making him a little self here. If you want to include yourself in here, you have to make a cameo. You can make the cameo inside of your actual account here, okay? But if you want to include the cameo, you have to put, like, if I do like this, you see how it says at Ashley or at Ash, blah, 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 okay? That right there. You have to put that inside the prompt. Now, for this specific prompt, I'm not going to include myself because I have to take forever with generation. So I just tried to make it as easy as possible. But I want you guys to understand that you can include yourself. If you decide to include yourself in Sora video, I have to tell you, you have to tell ChatGPT specifically, and you will tell, like, how I do it is, let me see. Let me get my ChatGPT. I don't feel like explaining it when I can just show it to you. Yeah? Hello? Hold on. I'm going to tell you how I do it. I have a whole folder just for Sora prompts because I got tired of losing them. All right. So, give you an example. Let me just start at like the beginning of this commercial. Let me see. Listen. All right. How can I literally make it? Wait. Yeah. No, how can I literally make it look like me? Because everyone has it looking like them and I want to do it. Okay. So, oh, that tells me how to make it look like me. Where are we going in here? 1 second. See, Sora prompt. Look how detailed this one is. Create a 15-second 2.5D stylized character inspired by me. And it will have me exactly. Not photorealistic. This one's making it like AI. She's a travel advisor working from home on Halloween. Oh, this is when I made my Halloween commercial. Okay, at laptop, pumpkin, bats, string lights, Ash knows travel. Like, it literally, let me show it to you. I'll show you the Sora. This one, oof. Hold on, let me copy this real quick so I don't lose it. All right, so you saw that prompt. I put that prompt in there, and it made me a ton of different little Halloween commercials. They were so cute. All right. All right, so now we're here. Look at this is this one I made that March commercial. I have to turn the volume off of this or it's gonna drive me crazy. All right, I'm not gonna hit any of them because if I hit them, they start vocaling. There's the one from February. Yeah, there's me writing. There's that one where it's talking about no kids, no chaos. Yeah, I know some of these look crazy. That's why I don't spend too much time trying to do them publicly because it takes forever to create them. And sometimes they do AI versions of me. Sometimes they do the exact version of me. Sometimes they don't do me at all. Like they just do whatever they want. There's some more commercials right here. This is the commercial that it gave me for Christmas. This is my podcast. Like I do a lot of AI stuff, okay? But let me show you. Some of these are a little crazy. But this is when I first started making AI commercials. We did a Halloween setting. I discovered this during Halloween. And it made me like way bigger than I'm supposed to be. And you'll notice I'm going to tell it, like, see, it made me smaller here. but the other ones, it made me chunky. And I was like, what the, I'm not chunky. Okay. I'm like, all right. Anyway, so here's what it did is I put it in there. You can see I had to make it 1, 2, 3. I think I had to make it like 5 times before it looked like me. The last one made it like kind of AI-like, right? And there's several more that I've done. But that's just a rough idea what it did. This was the one that it made. This is the one I did, but didn't look that creepy face at the end. But you guys get the idea, okay? I've even made AI commercials where I'm walking into stuff. Like, that's not me, but if you scroll up, I figured out how to do me. Remember that? See, it messed it up at the end. Like, there's a lot of things that it does, and it takes a lot of editing, okay? But you guys have the ability to do that. If you want it to do something like that, like, let me grab one of these prompts so I can show you. Like, oh, this one's pretty good. Hush. All right, listen. This is how you do it, okay? Can I zoom in here? Oh, yeah, I can. Boom. All right. Use the uploaded Cameo. There it is. As the exact appearance reference for Ash. Ash must look identical to the Cameo. The Cameo is the recording that you do to make it look like you. Same face, do not alter, do not replace, do not change. And ChatGPT comes up with all of this, okay? I just tell it to make it look like me. You guys will have to play a lot with ChatGPT and you'll edit it a few times and you'll get it, okay? But I've been doing this for quite a bit of time. So this one is just me talking. Do not enlarge me because it used to give me a big head. So I tell it, don't give me a big head. Distort her proportions, make it fun, friendly, not intense or intimidating. I mean, you guys can see this is just ChatGPT made all of this. It has the scene, what it does. Like, that's what you want it to do, okay? Now, it's not something I could teach you directly because this is something that you have to learn over time. Like, when I first started, my commercials were crazy, and now they're very well played out, right? It took time and editing and just kind of playing around with it, just like Canva does, to kind of learn, okay? So now, let's go build our prompt. So I'll stop talking about all the other prompts here. Slap that prompt in here, okay? That's the one that it had on the TV, or the TV. They had on the screen for us. Let's let it make it, and then we will come back, okay? Now, it's going to take a few seconds for it to make. It'll be right here. It's loading. Look at how serious I am here. Like, it'd be making some serious ones. Look at that one. Holy outfit. Okay, so it's going to sit there and play around while it's creating. And while it's doing so, I'm going to continue through the slides here. All right, so while that is loading, let's go back here and give it a few seconds. It takes roughly about a couple of minutes to make, so I'm just gonna keep going through the slides while it's working. All right, so once we get done with that one video, you're gonna wonder how to turn that into a full commercial. Now, I showed you that, okay, but you're gonna generate multiple clips of this, okay, whatever you're looking for, describe different scenes, set it all up, and then you're gonna build it into a commercial. This is going to be ideal for resort aerial views. You guys can tell it to make it look like the resort. Okay. Not exactly, but I'm just saying you can make it look like the resort. I have it very set down for Temptations. It's very good at making Temptations, all right? A pool scene, a beach sunset, couple walking on the beach, and then a final call to action. Of course, you always want to build into that, okay? Combine all of those, and now you have your full travel commercial, all right? Now, where do we want to use these types of commercials? I like to put them on TikTok. If you do so in any of these, make sure you put that it's AI generated media or it will flag you, okay? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, travel group promotions, any kind of destination marketing. You guys can build all of these types of commercials and use them all the way through or any of the platforms, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something. When I said that, I know it's probably like, where do I mark the AI generated media? If you guys are going through the app to post, it'll give you one of those options to add it. Make sure that's what you click on to add it, okay? Now, continuing. Final tip, all right? I'm going to go and show you guys this, and then I'll come back because I don't want to just hang out just yet. It's almost done. It's almost there. There it is. All right, here we go. You ready? Let's go.
Imagine waking up to turquoise water, warm ocean breezes, and a resort designed for pure relaxation. Days by the pool, sunsets over the ocean, and unforgettable memories.
Wow.
Ready for your escape? Let's plan your trip. We're
Wait, I didn't think it would be that good. Wow. Did you see that? Did you see that we just made that? Now, of course, I made it wrong. I need to change the aspect of it back to up and down, but that's a whole commercial. I'm going to watch that again. Let's watch it again.
Imagine waking up to turquoise water, warm ocean breezes, and a resort designed for pure relaxation. Days by the pool, sunsets over the ocean, and unforgettable memories. Ready for your escape? Let's plan your trip. We're
Okay, so to end this, what I would do is have a call to action. I would make another video and then slap a call to action on there, and that's it. And I would put some captions on this, change the music a little bit in the background. We're good. We're set. Isn't that crazy? Oh, wow. Come on. If you guys aren't doing this, I don't know. I can't make it any easier, okay? I love doing these. These are so much fun. All right. Now, final tip for you guys, okay? You saw how easy that was. You saw how good it turned out, right? Don't overthink it. Start simple, build into it, create multiple clips, and then combine them together, okay? And then suddenly you have professional travel commercials without filming anything, all right? Now, AI is just simply a tool that helps you bring marketing ideas to life a lot faster. Can we all agree with that, right? Now, I absolutely love that commercial. I might have to use that because that was pretty good. But before I hop off, I want to show you inside here for Sora purposes because I didn't like the way that added. So if I were to say I wanted to do this video, like if we were to put this in here again, you see this little plus button right here? Oh, no, that's not it. It's right here. This plus button is how you add in people, okay? But this right here is settings. And then you see how it says orientation. I should have clicked portrait. And then here's the duration. So you could do 15 or 10. Mine's automatically set to 15, but you could do 10, okay? It does allow you to use multiple clips. You can make multiple ones at one time. But I would never suggest that because it uses 2 credits per video. So you don't want to make too many videos and use all your credits. You have a certain limit on credits per day. It'll stop you after so long. It'll tell you you've made too much AI commercials, come back, and it'll tell you what time to come back. Okay. So just base it off of that. Be careful with the gems. If you make a 10-second video, it'll take way less credits. So just keep that in mind too. Okay. 15 takes the longest. 10 takes less. So if you're making multiple clips, make them in 10 seconds and then just make multiple versions of it. All right. But that is honestly some of my best tips that I have. I feel like that's good enough to get you guys making some AI commercials. And I absolutely look forward to seeing them. I hope you guys learned a lot tonight. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and put them in the chat box now. I will be heading over to my chat to look at the questions and I will answer them there. And if not, I will, of course, see you guys back on Tuesday where we're going to do the 4 systems that every travel agent needs to scale. So make sure that you guys hop on then so you can learn all about that. But other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing night. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. I'm going to head over to my chat box now where I will meet you there and answer all of your questions.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.